and such an historic venue, particularly for the Queen, the church in which she was married, in which her father was crowned, in which she was crowned, and of course in which her mother had her funeral. But this is going to be the first time for 262 years that a reigning sovereign has had their funeral in Westminster Abbey. Traditionally, since 1820, all royal funerals of the King or Queen have been in St George's Chapel, Windsor.
Yes.
So this is a big break with tradition.
But there is a second ceremony, is there not, at St George's Chapel?
There is going to be, so after this service finishes at 12 o'clock, there'll be a procession through London, ending up at Hyde Park Corner, Wellington Arch, and then the journey off to Windsor in the State Hearse. When they get to Windsor, there'll be a service there at around 4 o'clock. That's very much, Westminster Abbey is essentially the service for the nation,
Yes.
for the Commonwealth.
Yes.
St George's is for the royal family, the royal household, Commonwealth Prime Ministers and Governors General only, no other heads of state, very much focusing on the Queen and the royal family's connections, cooks and servants all the way up to Governor Generals and Prime Ministers from Canada and Australia. Then after that, there will be a private service where the body of Her Majesty is interred in the tiny King George VI Memorial Chapel, a very small annex, not as small as a studio, but almost as small, where the King George VI and the Queen Mother and Princess Margaret are buried, and the Queen will be laid there, and the Duke of Edinburgh will be removed from the royal vaults, where he is currently, to finally join his wife.
Gosh. And would that be forever private, or would one be able to visit and pay one's respects?
Anybody can visit King George VI Memorial Chapel. It's an annex to the main chapel of St George's, Windsor, one of the most beautiful examples of English perpendicular, and definitely worth a visit. It's very small and you can easily miss it, but people will be able to see it in the future.